Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill. And today we are going to play with a TNH Czechoslovakian heavy tank TNH. Quick highlight from the garage. This tank has two guns and both of those guns could be used. First gun would be autoloader. If you like to burst the huge amount of the damage relatively quickly. Another gun if you prefer to use single shooter. Both of the guns are usable. Both of the guns are great. Well, great. Both of the guns are equally good depending on your playstyle. I prefer autoloader, but other gun can work as well. And just a heads up, this tank may be the worst tank in line. And speaking about the Czechoslovakian heavy tanks, I think from the trio of tier 8, tier 9, tier 10, the tier 8 is the weakest one, at least in my humble opinion, right? Also, fellas, please keep this in mind. You can check out information in the index. You can see my ratings. You can see community ratings. You can see plenty of the stuff, even how I would recommend to go with a grind and what I would recommend to grind first. So keep this in mind. For example, in my recommendation, I recommend autoloader, gun, and turret, and leave the last gun for last. But once again, that is completely only me. Meanwhile, where the armor goes, keep this in mind. You can check out armor in the index page as well. And yeah, you see how green it is? That doesn't look very good, does it? It doesn't look very promising. So yeah, armor-wise, this tank is far away from being ideal, but nevertheless, the tank main selling point, at least in my humble opinion, is this auto-loader, or overall, it is a hybrid between the medium tank, heavy tank. Does it make sense? I believe it does. Skill from the future. Today we have a new set of drops. Skill is out. Let's go to the video. So, what we can do with this beautiful, magnificent mother trucker, or not so beautiful, but still magnificent. We want to go, first of all, highlight. Matchmaking looks absolutely amazing and absolutely glorious. Tier 6s will scream, and we will make sure that they would regret their life choices for one or another action. What do we want to do? First of all, we want to take this position over there, because from this position, I'm in love with this position whenever we need to attack, right? The main reason why so, because we can punish every and each mother trucker who is trying to play over there. We can peek, punish someone here, someone over there, or just peek on top of the hill and slap everyone who is playing in the back. So pretty much, this position for me personally is fully covering this this side, right? And playing super aggressively in the city is kind of dangerous in the first moment of the game, or at least that's what I think, or it's too dangerous for my playstyle. Sure thing, you can try to make a bit of pressure this way or this way, but once again, everything is depending on you. And since all of us know that this tank doesn't have the best armor ever, I would rather be a bit more patient, if you know what I mean. For a first minute, we are going to chill out, and we are going to relax, and we are going to wait for some mistakes. TVP, Watu never been spotted, Trash 103 never been spotted, IKEA, Jet Panther, Comet, Burza. There is still plenty of the folks who never been spotted, right? And obviously, if I would know that the Tiger would simply make pressure like this, I would play somewhere over there, but once again, you never know stuff like this. Now I'm trying to overpeak purely to see would someone spot me, and as you can see, no one is spotting me. So that being said, we are going to risk it for the biscuit, and we are going to try to make a bit of pressure this way. This is what I am looking for, and that's what I want to see, right? So we are just taking our time, and we are going straight up like this. Do we have any sniper schnitzels that are sitting here in the back? Soon to be confirmed, and soon we will figure this out. And as you can see, this side is clear, like as clear as it can be. That being said, we are just simply changing the plan, and we are going to go for this 80-15. Now, the standard penetration is 224, which isn't the finest, but it is going to be good enough, or I could load gold. You know what? I'm loading gold ammunition. Hopefully, this guy won't pay that much attention. Unfortunately, he did, and he is going backwards. So far, where the start goes, I am definitely wasting plenty of the time. Because once again, you never know who is sitting here in the back. You just simply never know things like this. So to push blindly is also not the finest choice and not the finest idea. But don't you worry, we are going to be alright, and we are going to make sure that enemies would regret their life choices. Unfortunately, first hit was a miss. That's unfortunate, but that is okay. Doesn't really change absolutely anything. We are still going to slap them in the asses, and we are going to be doing some maintenance cleaning for sure, right? Meanwhile, we have Mr. Tiger sitting over there. I do not really mind this tiger that much, believe me or not. We are eliminating this gentleman. Now the tiger may think that I am on the reload, but he's speaking sideways, so we are going to say hello for him nevertheless, and that is a good stuff. 15 seconds more and we will be able to slap this gentleman once again. Very, very, very hard start. I can definitely blame myself for being silly goose and for not being as aggressive as I could. But once again, it is how it is, and I cannot complain about that. TVP Watu is sitting over there. I am aware of that. We are taking our time to aim for another time or for another shell, and we are slapping Jet Panther. That's good. We are getting a bit of assisting damage, and there is still plenty of the damage for us to do. And luckily for us, TVP Watu isn't the finest aimer out there. Unfortunately for him, he is misaiming and he is making some silly goose decisions, and that is absolutely perfect by us and for us. Unfortunately, I missed the shot. Yeah. One more thing, what is extremely important to highlight whenever you are using an autoloader gun is that, unfortunately, but autoloader gun is definitely not so accurate, right? So if you prefer accuracy, I would definitely recommend the single shooter gun. If you do not really mind accuracy that much and you do not care that gun can troll you once in a while, it is there is obviously option and possibility to use this gun. In the end of the day, where the score goes, we are definitely fixing it, and we are doing okay job. It's not great job, it's okay job considering what kind of matchmaking we had, and I could have been a bit more aggressive here for sure. But once again, it is how it is. No complaints, no regrets. We are sitting quite alright and we cannot complain about all of that. Beautiful. TVP Watu is down to fartable at this point. He is a bit anxious for obvious reasons, but that sounds like his problem, and I am just simply waiting for another 5 seconds until we can peek around the corner. We are peeking around the corner and we are eliminating him from the game. And the best part of all of this is that Cromwell is still pretty healthy, so we can fix the score. As you can see, everything looks pretty decent and pretty good. We definitely cannot say that it was the worst game in the world of tanks by any shape or any form, and I would say we got plenty of use. Where this game goes, in the start of the game, I was quite passive, and I stand by my decision what have I done over there. That being said, I was passive simply because we do not know how many sniper schnitzels do they have in the back, and this could be extremely, extremely dangerous and extremely risky in the same time, just to simply blindly push through the open field. And if you are meeting so many, pretty much so many sniper schnitzels, it won't be so much fun and so good, you know? So that is a worth thing to highlight. Plus we rigged Brother in Arms. Excellent game. And we are back. Very, very nice. First things first, we are going to say thank you for this gentleman. Thanks, because we rigged Brother in Arms, right? Very, very nice. And now what we can do, we can take a look into the score. 3.2 thousand damage, 1.4 thousand assisting damage, first class, high caliber, Brother in Arms. That's very, very good game. 1.3 base experience, and in the same time we are first by the damage, first by experience, and we got 137,000 profits, which is very, very, very nice. Absolutely gorgeous game. The biggest highlight, I believe, would be the gun handling. I believe you paid attention how the gun looks like, and the gun can be, well, how to describe it without cursing. Blech. Yeah. That's fair. Okay, round number 2, Lakeville standard battle. I won't try to research the bicycle. I am going straight into the heavy line and I'm trying to punish enemies there. I know that we could definitely go somewhere around this area, we could play in the city, but I think we are going to be okay playing somewhere over there. Looking into amount of the guns, I do not really want to be aggressive, so we are going to take a very passive approach here. I think this is the proper way to do the things. I think this is a proper way to do the things, fellas. Now we're the penetration with gold goes, it's 252, so that isn't the finest penetration, but I believe it is going to work for us and we are going to be kind of alright. All we need to do in this type of situation, we need to sit somewhere around this area and we just simply need to wait until enemies will mess up. Because if the Skoda is overpeaking this, we are slapping him. If Defender is overpeaking this, we are slapping them. So all we need to do, we need to be very, very patient and we need to simply relax and take it easy. I do not want to be as aggressive as this T28 is. I just do not really think this is the proper solution by the current situation, just because we do not really have that many guns in this area, right? I'm just simply afraid that we are going to meet very, very brave enemy forces who are simply going to say blah, 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 blah. And that would be definitely inconvenient stuff for us, right? We are taking our time to fully aim our shots, and that is a first magazine. Beautiful. 700 to our fear nemesis Skoda T56. Beautiful. So far I am feeling pretty happy about this. Everything looks okay, and we definitely cannot say that it is the worst situation ever, right? To cut one of the most powerful tanks by a half, it's already an achievement on its own, so that is very, very nice. Meanwhile, Mr. Cover 4 is trying to make a bit of pressure like this. I do not want to shoot him unless I can definitely penetrate him for obvious reasons, so how we are doing this, we are just simply being smart, right? Plus on top of that, we can get plenty of the assisting damage as well, because ISU can definitely slap the cover 4 whenever he is going up, and this is exactly what we are looking for, fellas. Beautiful assisting damage, as you can see. Our plan is definitely paying off. Meanwhile, I'm trying to punish this poor stock cover 4, and we are having a blast. 1.3 thousand damage, 800 assisting damage, so far so good. And once again, we are on the pure relaxation. We are just simply having a great time. Very, very nice. We need to make sure that Defender would get punished if he would go up. So once again, we are just simply sitting here safely in position and hoping that our ISU is going to pay attention. This is what we are looking for. So far where the game goes, I would not say it is horrible. In fact, I would say we are sitting very, very well, and we are sitting well to the level that I would be willing to make pressure over there. There is a big, big chance that enemies are trying to escape, right? And if that would be the case, we would be chilling for days. Meanwhile, it's okay. I cannot complain about this, even though I took one from the Defender. That is fine, and I am just trying to make as hard angle as I physically and possibly can, right? This is our goal, this is our mission, and this is how we want to play this. It was painful hit from the Mr. Defender. It was truly painful, but to be fair with you, it doesn't really change that much. I am still feeling pretty comfortable in this position, and I am feeling alright. Plus on top of that, we have board that could try to support us if enemies are trying to overpeak this. And as you can see, this cover 4 is definitely considering his life choices, and he is trying to get involved into this position. Beautiful shot to the Mr. Defender. That is very, very nice. I could have tried to make a bit more pressure, but I was a bit paranoid if Skoda would slap me. And now we are going up just like so, and we are sending the cover 4 straight to the garage. Absolutely glorious. Very, very nice. We are enjoying ourselves, we are having a great time, and we are making sure that we are eliminating enemy forces playing here, right? That's all we need for a full happiness. Speaking about the full happiness, Arta is getting spotted. He's down to fartable, kind of. So hopefully our Arta would slap him, although the angles are not the finest for sure. Meanwhile, we have a Mr. Defender playing over there. I am struggling to get a proper angle, but luckily we have a strong Skoda that is paying a big attention to this guy. Beautiful. Now, enemy Skoda is down to fartable as well, so what I would love to do, I would love to make quite a bit of pressure, and I assume Skoda is going to sit somewhere over there. Yeah, not a big surprise. I'm trying to react quicker than Mr. Skoda will, and we eliminated this side completely. Absolutely gorgeous. So, what is the next step for us, and how do we want to get involved into this position and to this game, right? The first things first, I would love to cross like this without getting completely banged for my stupidity. Looks like we can put the checkpoint over there. We crossed, we are feeling great. I am still crossing to the maximum, and what is my goal? My goal is to say hello for this light tank, right? This light tank is definitely sitting in the big poo-poo hole, so we are okay. And now we are on the reload. The question is Arta, does Arta know that? And apparently Arta does know that. That's okay. Not a big deal, we are feeling okay. Now we are just simply trying to ram the living crap out of this mother trucker. So nothing too crazy, nothing unusual, nothing too special. We are ramming him to death, which is very, very good. And what we can do now, we can go for a base defense. Now the question is, are we strong enough? Can we definitely do that or not, right? Because base defense is definitely the right play in this type of situation. That is for sure, and this is a fact. Meanwhile, I'm pretending that I am escaping from here. This is a pure bluff from my side, right? I want them to think that I am escaping, but in reality I'm turning around, and this LT-432 will be next victim for us. He did not saw that one coming, and he is going straight into the garage. That was mind games, fellas. Literally mind games. Nothing more than that. Now, I know that Borats won't want to cap the base. Borats will try to get as much use as they physically and possibly can, and I cannot blame them for that, right? This is very, very fair play, and this is understandable that they want to get as much use as they physically and possibly can. Unfortunately, I failed my clip, which sucks, and I think this is going to be over at this point. Not ideal. I would have been significantly more happy if I could get an extra magazine in, but I didn't. Can I cry about this? No, not really. Overall, the game was played pretty okay. And we are back with a score. 3.3 thousand damage, 4 kills, 800 assisting damage. Fellas, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot complain about this. First by experience, first by the damage. Even though we are coming back with a defeat, we are coming with a chin up, right? And we got 39,000 profits as well. I believe this showed pretty well how to play with this gun. What we are going to do, we are going to multitask here, and we are going to use the single shooter gun, and you will see what is the difference. I think this is very, very fair play, and I think this is the proper way to do the things, right? It's just how it goes. I think this is, I can cover both of the guns in the same video. So let's do that. Now we are going to play a game or 2 games with this gun, and we will see how it feels like. With autoloader, we were very, very lucky, and we were playing for 3.3 thousand damage and 1.1 thousand assisting damage. That is great. That is amazing. And this is honestly an epic session. I can promise you that no one has this type of average with a tank like this. I can promise you that. The best player, at least this month, he is playing for 2.1 thousand damage and 500 assisting damage. If we are talking about the previous month, 2,000 damage. You see what I'm talking about? It is absolutely nuts. Previous month, 2,000 damage. So what we have done here, we have done phenomenal job already, okay? But we are not stopping. We are going for another game with a single shooter gun. Let's go. Would you look at that? Westfield encounter battle. That is absolutely beautiful. I'm not going to lie, I would rather have the autoloader gun here, because I can do the quick bursts and I can do 700 damage per burst or something like that, but I'm not going to complain over this, or 600 damage, whatever that is. At this point we are going to play peekaboo. We are going to peek, we will slap, and we will try to escape, right? This is what we are trying to do, and this is what we are looking for. Meanwhile, we are getting plenty of the assisting damage, or are we? I'm trying to find a decent enough angle. Unfortunately, I failed doing so because guy was escaping at the meantime, which is fair enough. You know, I cannot complain about that. How about if we would say hello for this Mr. Baza sitting in this area? We want to be very, very smart how we are approaching enemy forces over there. We want to be smart. Beautiful. We did not penetrate him. That's quite sad, but what can you do? K2 has quite a bit of the armor. That's a fact. It's okay. We are chilling, we are enjoying ourselves, and we are just simply waiting until enemy team would make one or another stupidity or one or another bad decision. That's all we are looking for. That's all we are waiting for. That's all we need for a full happiness, fellas. Meanwhile, brother from other mother TNH is trying to go in. Ooh. Very nice, beautiful shot to the Mr. K2. Very, very, very nice. I know I would reload faster than he would, so I'm going for another shot, and now I am trying to escape. Now what we know, if this gentleman will shoot, and there is a big chance he will shoot, then we can try to make a bit of pressure for him. Yes, he just fired, beautiful, and now I need to eliminate him from the game. He's already eliminated, that's absolutely gorgeous, and this is amazing. Meanwhile, I know that I have cupola, but in the same time, I kind of want to be greedy here and deal with this IS-3. Beautiful shot to the IS-3, and luckily we are not getting anything in return. So that is absolutely glorious, and that is absolutely amazing. Meanwhile, TNH is busy, so I do not really think that TNH is going to try to make pressure for us sideways, because it's just simply way too dangerous and way too risky of the situation for him. Meanwhile, we are going for the IS-3. Not the most intelligent trade by me, because this gentleman high roll to the very, very high margins, and this is just straight up sad, but it is okay. We are doing what we need to do, and we are going to be all right. Where the gun depression of this tank goes, fellas, because I am struggling a bit where the gun depression goes, right? The gun depression of this vehicle is -7 degrees everywhere apart in the rear, so -7 wouldn't be the gun depression that I would say, oh my bananas, the gun depression, ooh. No, that's a bit awkward, but once again, we are big boys and we are definitely going to survive. Speaking about survival, we are aiming for the tank destroyer, and we are missing our high explosive shot, which is kind of sad, but what can you do about that? I do not really think we can do much about this. And our ISM should get slaughtered in a second as well, because there is so many guns that looks for his direction, it's not even funny, fellas. Also, what we can definitely expect, that this Mr. TNH is going to peak like this in the next 10 seconds or so. We are just being very, very patient. We are waiting until TNH would peak, and yeah, bad angle. What can we do about this? Nothing. Unfortunately, we cannot do anything about this, but it is how it is. All we need to do at the moment, we need to be patient, and we need to make sure that we are punishing every and each gentleman who is crossing through the middle or who is attempting to cross through the middle, right? Very, very nice, beautiful angle. Can we penetrate him like this? Unfortunately, not really. I was trying to aim for a turret ring in this situation, but unfortunately, as you can see that yourself, we do not have too much of the success. But we hit the cupola, that's great. Skill, are you aware of that you are spamming full gold? Me? Spamming full gold? Oh, come on, fellas, stop it. I would never. Speaking about I would never take that one. Hello there, beautiful. And all we need to do, we need to try to survive as long as we physically and possibly can. Obviously, this is not going to be the finest game ever. And that was just sad. Honestly, that bounce, I felt a bit scammed. Would I say that in this situation and in this game, I would get better performance with autoloader? I think so. I think I would have better performance with autoloader because it would take 2 seconds for me to unload, and after that I'm chilling for 20 seconds. But nevertheless, you have an option, and it's not necessarily bad, is it? So, let's see the score, and I'm okay with this session. Fellas, we made TNH work. I'm very, very happy about that. And we are back, unfortunately with another defeat, but that's World of Tanks for you. All in all, 2.7 thousand damage, 600 assisting damage. I am feeling proud of myself, and I think we played to the best of our abilities considering how this game went, right? All in all, minus 50,000 credits. That's to be expected because I was spamming pretty much gold all the time. I know what a disgusting gold spammer I am. And our session after 3 games is 3.1 thousand average damage, 900 assisting damage. Now, it's up to you to choose which gun do you prefer to use. I like autoloader one more, but you can use this gun as well, and keep this in mind that it is more accurate and it has better DPM. Anyways, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your daily dose of skill, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.